This is the first year where Arizona property owners are able to apply for a property tax refund if their property is damaged, if a city isn't enforcing illegal camping or public nuisance and decency laws. That's because of Proposition 312, which Arizona voters approved in November of last year. At tonight's council meeting, Tucson's Mayor and Council looked at amending Tucson Code. They say that's to put the city in a better position against claims filed by Tucson property owners under Proposition 312. KGO 9's Alex Dowd joins us now live with a breakdown of what passed and what these changes could mean for you and your neighbors. Alex?
Heidi, so I am actually still waiting for that vote in one of the longest council meetings I've been to in my a little over a year covering city council. Tonight, I was in there waiting to hear about those 3 changes to the City of Tucson's code. Those ordinances are mainly surrounding unhoused populations and Tucson's housing insecure residents, too. Now, here's a quick breakdown of what they were looking at tonight. One of those code changes would ban walking or standing on medians for longer than 2 consecutive opportunities to legally cross the street. That's when that little walk light comes on and gives you couple of seconds to cross. While Tucson has a law on the book from 2000 that regulates soliciting and panhandling on medians, it hasn't been enforced since 2016 because of a Washington case that found panhandling was protected free speech under the Constitution. City Attorney Mike Rankin says that this code change is meant to keep people off medians for any reason, for their own safety. Now, the other 2 changes limit where people who are living outside can or can't set up camp, starting with changing the official definition of camp or camping in the city code to match the 2024 Grants Pass Supreme Court decision. That's the case that ruled that it wasn't unconstitutional to penalize people who are unhoused for sleeping in public, even if there are no shelter beds available. Now, in that Supreme Court case, and possibly in the Tucson Code, camping would be defined as setting up or remaining in or at a campsite. And a campsite would be defined as a place where bedding, sleeping bags, tents, shade structures, boxes, or any other materials used for bedding purposes, or where any stove or fire is placed for the purpose of maintaining a temporary place to live. Tonight, Tucson's Mayor and Council are considering a vote to ban camping in city parks and city washes. The city says it's to protect the environment and the campers themselves from flash flooding that happens in those washes, especially common during monsoon in the summer. Now, all of those code changes would be effective immediately, and the fines or violations would be anything from $250 up to a couple days in jail. Though City Manager Tim Thumier says that they can't respond to every single violation due to lack of resources in TPD and the city. For now, reporting live near Alameda and Congress, Alex Dowd, KGO 9.